What if I told you that most of us live on autopilot, never stopping to ask, is this actually true? This is the story of how to break that cycle and become a clear thinker in a noisy world. What critical thinking actually is. Not just logic, not just questioning everything, not being negative. It's a framework of clarity over confusion, questions over reactions, logic plus evidence plus emotional awareness. Thinking in layers, not shortcuts. The six skills every critical thinker builds. Observation. What's really happening, not what I assume. Questioning. What's being claimed here and what's missing. Source checking. Who said this and why should I trust them? Perspective taking. Can I argue both sides fairly? Logic building. Does A really lead to B or am I skipping steps? Emotional management. Am I reacting or responding? Intellectual humility as a bonus. I don't know everything. 5 common thinking traps even the smartest minds fall into. And understanding them is the first step to noticing them in your own thoughts. Confirmation bias. I already believe this, so I'll only notice what proves me right. This bias makes you blind to facts that don't fit your beliefs. If you think a certain food is unhealthy, you only Google articles that support your opinion and ignore the rest. You'll say things like, see, I knew it, even when the evidence is one sided. Real thinkers look for what might challenge their views, not just what confirms them. Appeal to authority. It must be true, a famous person said it. We trust people with power, status, or confidence, even if they're not experts. If a celebrity says a vitamin changed their life, millions will believe it, even if doctors disagree. But wisdom isn't based on popularity, it's based on evidence. A critical thinker asks, is this person qualified to speak on this? What's their motive? Emotional reasoning. It feels true, so it must be. Feelings are powerful, but they're not facts. Just because something feels scary or unfair doesn't automatically make it so. If someone gives you a constructive feedback, it may feel like an attack, but that doesn't mean it is. Critical thinking means holding space for emotion, but checking the facts behind it. Overgeneralization. One bad thing happened, so everything is bad. You got scammed once, so now you think you can't trust anyone. One exam didn't go well, so you think I'm not just smart. That's your brain turning a single moment into a global rule. But reality is more complex. Critical thinkers zoom out. They know that one moment doesn't define a pattern, and that truth lies in nuance and not absolutes. Bandwagon effect. Everyone else believes it, so I should too. This trap is quite sneaky. We are social creatures and it feels safer to go with the crowd. But popular doesn't equal right. If a rumor spreads fast, it doesn't mean it's accurate. If a trend goes viral, it doesn't mean it's valuable. The clearer thinker asks, do I believe this or am I just afraid to stand out? The most dangerous thoughts aren't the ones shouted at you. They're the quiet ones you believe within the question. Spotting these mental traps is the beginning of real independence. Critical thinking is the art of choosing clarity over chaos in a world full of noise. It's not about winning debates or having the last word. It's about slowing down long enough to ask, is this actually true? It begins quietly, almost invisibly. In a moment where most people react, you pause. Not because you're unsure, but because you have trained your mind to search for meaning, not just opinions. Critical thinking isn't just logic or skepticism. It's the blend of logic, curiosity, emotional awareness, and intellectual humility. It's being able to hold two ideas in your head without rushing to pick a side. To notice when your own beliefs might be coloring what you see. It's learning to trace ideas to their roots, to examine the source instead of the surface. And slowly, without fanfare, your thinking becomes your freedom. The smartest people in the world aren't the ones who know the most. They are the ones who ask better questions. Next time someone says something confidently, critically analyze it. And that's the beginning of true knowledge.